Man, isn't it nice that the week is over and we can just relax, have ourselves a casual Friday poolside?
I do like to hang out poolside. It's good to see you, buddy. Lots of fun stuff going on this weekend.
Oh, it's packed.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd say it's going to be quite the Tucson weekend.
Lots of stuff in Tucson. I'll tell you, every freaking weekend seems like there's something going on here. You know?
Too much. It's just like
Almost too much.
maybe everything just shut down one weekend.
No.
Okay, you're
They
right.
should just schedule things better so that they don't all overlap.
True. They should schedule around.
Cool
our
story,
schedule, I
bro.
think. They
Oh,
should
yeah.
probably consult us first.
It would be
and see what we're
nice. I mean,
doing.
again, we are the artists, the makers, the movers and shakers around here.
Sure.
We're what get things done. I know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
The Prince of Promotion, the King of Commotion, the Master of Ceremonies, the Ambassador of Entertainment. I'm ready for events.
Speaking of which,
What?
I'm going to ask you to ambassador right now because I hear there's some changes going around Creative Tucson. There's
Yes,
rumors going about.
that's right. Did you hear what's happening at Creative Tucson, actually?
No, fill me in a little bit.
All right, so check it out. So you know how they used to do the news all the time?
Sure.
Okay, so they've kind of changed the format of how they're delivering the daily news. All right, but still extremely local, just better.
Right. I think I heard of that. Now you jogged my memory.
Yeah, well, you were actually the one that told me about it. I'm surprised.
I'm
Have another
right.
drink.
See, I
Hey, here's
forget
to a
things.
casual Friday
Wow,
poolside.
It's been a long week.
You earned it. I saw you today.
Yeah, so it's going to be
Smoke weed
all
every
local.
day.
So we're going to cover, the politics, like what happens.
That's
in the council
Monday.
meeting. That's Monday. We're gonna do a
Yeah,
little
every
bit of
day
that.
is different.
Every day is different. All
Yep.
5 days are different. So that's Monday.
Monday, local stuff.
Yep.
All about everything happening around Tucson, events and fun things like that, as well as like local politics.
I hear we're even going to have guests.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yes. We are
Okay.
going to have some guests come in.
That's interesting.
Yep, and I want to people from the public, all you creative Tucsonans out there, to make your own little documentaries, little stories, anything that's going on in your life, and help us out.
That's how I got started around here.
Exactly.
Exactly right. Info at creativetucson.org. That's where you send all
That's
that
where you
stuff.
send that stuff.
Right.
Right.
So
talk to us. You should talk to us out there, people, about making some content for that local show.
I do love the idea. I'll tell you, if the people are listening out there,
Right.
you hear me over there? I can see you by the hot
On the
dog
other
stand.
side of the pool. Yeah, they're listening. It actually is over the water anyway.
That's true.
Right.
Well, you know me. I like to shake hands, kiss babies. I tell everybody about it.
Sure,
All right. Know what
sure.
else I told them about? Tuesdays is going to happen. What's happened to music?
Right.
We're going to
So
focus on music there.
the working title is "What's That Noise?"
Oh, really?
Right. A little bit about local music, the new releases that come out. Is it trash? Is music actually trash today? That's the debate we're having, because you get past, like 30 years old, and all new music all of a sudden sucks for everybody, right?
Well, who
It's
likes new things?
There's sort of it's like a human kind of cycle that goes through that you
Look,
start hating music.
That's what happens. You get to a certain age, you start yelling at clouds, and you don't want people on your lawn. It's a rule. It's also a rite of passage.
It is, sure.
Here in Tucson, it's fun because you want people to get off your
Gravel
lands
pit.
of rocks there that you've got, basically a parking lot.
Right.
Be careful; they might put a skyrise on it.
So that's Tuesday.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot of fun. So a panel show again. If we could bring in some guests, we were talking about maybe Wooden Tooth Records, somebody from there coming over and
Local.
and chatting with us. Sure.
I love it.
Yeah. So all music. That's Tuesday.
Check the listings. What are they doing Wednesday?
Wednesday
Yeah.
was Good Night, Goodheart.
Good night, Goodheart.
Good Night, Goodheart.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness!
The people know Luke Goodheart. He's,
Well, yeah.
he's a champ.
He is like a sexy Jesus.
He is a sexy Jesus.
like a sexy
Sexier
blonde-
Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus is already sexy, but Luke Goodheart is even sexier than Jesus.
He does a good job. He
Yeah.
does a good job.
So he'll be doing Wednesday's show. He's going to have a bunch of guests come in. He's already lined up 2 guests for Wednesday, and that was like after a day.
Oh.
So he's got everyone coming in
Super
here.
fun.
It's going to be great. He's told me just enough to make me intrigued, but not enough to know what it's about. So I'm excited.
That's Luke for you.
Exactly.
Oh, he's so
exactly.
good.
So be sure.
I saw Thursday. So we did
You
start.
did.
Did you see what happened on Thursday?
I did.
Okay.
I did see it. Yes.
That was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
So what did you see? Because I caught it about the middle. It was hilarious. I believe it was Richard Gere, right?
It was ridiculous.
Okay. What is Thursday's news?
Trafficover, I think is how you say his last
Yeah,
name.
Tom. Yeah. He's a champ.
He was. My favorite parts were the ad-libs.
And his
And they just
name
threw
is
stuff in. I thought it was
John
great.
So we got a more ad-lib news on Thursdays.
Right. Just-
Super funny.
Just funny,
I love
satire.
that.
There's a whole story. They got a new boss coming in, new boss in town.
Oh, horrible.
That he wants to run everything. We'll see how that goes. The 2 newscasters, they're kind of, their nerves are high right now.
Yeah.
'Cause, you first couple days, you don't know how it's going to go. So
Is that all that's high right now? Speaking of Fridays, I don't know what they've got going on then, but I'll tell you, we should try and do a show.
Yeah, we should do something.
One of these days
if
we'll get our
anything,
act
we should
together.
just set up a camera when we're at the pool, and sometimes we say
That's a
some
good
things.
idea. That's a
Yeah,
good idea. Maybe we should.
Yeah. Maybe even have some guests on if we...
Every once in a while.
Yeah, sure.
Let's throw down the towel.
Right.
That's a good idea.
It is.
I love it. I love it.
So that's
what's
our
going
weekly
on?
schedule, yeah.
All right, and where did I watch it? I watched it. I know I watched it on channel 20, but oh my goodness,
Oh!
you gotta love the pool. Hot nuts,
Hey,
hot nuts.
hot
There you
nuts,
go.
all right.
I love it. I love it. That's why we come to this pool.
It's
They treat you
lovely.
right.
It's
First
lovely.
class, pinkies out all the way. So
Bathroom's right there too. They're very, very
it's
close.
true. There's been a line. I've had to go. So I don't know how long this show's
Okay,
gonna be.
okay. We'll keep
because-
this quick if you guys.
Yeah, that's my legs are crossing.
Maybe next week I'll talk about my problem from last week, which was very similar. But,
Oh, very true.
Yeah.
Very
Tune
true.
in next week if
Yeah.
we have a show.
So that sounds like there's a fun thing to do. That's the week. It seems like that's you kids keep it. You kids
Yeah,
watch
come
it.
on
You're
with the
playful.
kids
I
in
know
it.
you're playful. But so that's what's going on week. I believe at creativetucson.org is where I watched it, and where else?
Yep,
Channel 20.
Channel 20.
Amazing.
Yep. YouTube. All
Oh,
that.
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. It's on.
Hit
yeah,
that
yeah.
share button.
Yep.
Hit that share button.
Yep. Exactly. And then more stuff on the way. That's just next week.
That's phenomenal.
That's just going to open up.
I
new
love
things,
new
so.
ideas. I love
Me
new
too.
people. I hope that this attracts some new people down to the studio.
Sure.
I hope it does.
And
There's
make-
mosquitoes
yeah,
around.
we gotta-
Mosquitoes.
I know.
But please, yeah.
There's a whole TV station just like a box of toys.
I know.
You know, it's just go play with them. That's
right.
That's what.
It's a
what's there.
creative oasis, really, in
It
this
is.
stagnant area
Sure.
of some of Tucson. With you want some creativity. You want somewhere to go where you can do some things. Maybe a big
Yeah.
green screen to be fun with your friends and have a good time. Be impulsive and wear short shorts. Hey, look at the weekend, by the way.
Oh God, let's
Because
get into
speaking
the
of stuff
weekend.
in the week, let's talk about the weekend because
Sure.
I have a little bit of plans.
You do.
Yeah, if you're around Speedway Wilmot, that Bookman's.
Yeah.
Let me tell
I
you,
love that Bookman.
It's a very good Bookman's.
Yeah.
They celebrate local artists every single second Saturday.
Okay.
I'll say it again, every single second Saturday. That's right.
Every single second Saturday.
That's right. It's
All
like selling seashells by the seashore.
Great. And who's going to be there?
Well, there's a lot of local talent. There's lots of people. It's a kind of a rotating list of people from all of Tucson that make arts, make crafts, make comics, and all that sort of thing. So I invite everybody to go check that out. It's the Bookman's on Wilmot Speedway. It's really fun. Every single second Saturday, different local artists, super good time. I believe it's from about midday to 4. Midday to 4.
Midday to 4. I like events that start at midday.
Yeah, you want to get up around midday. It's not too early. It's not too late.
Yeah, I don't like when people say morning events.
It's too early.
Yeah, midday,
Perfect.
early evening.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Are you free for that, or were you doing this?
Got some plans. So I'm
Plans?
going to try to split up my time, but the book festival, the Festival of Books is
That's
here.
right.
My favorite
It's my
event in
favorite
Tucson.
event.
God, it's amazing.
love
And I'm
it.
looking at, I was thinking, if there's nobody to see, I'll go to the art event. And of course, it's stacked.
Yeah.
Unreal.
That's right.
So it starts up.
When it comes to book fairs, you want them stacked.
You want? That's
right.
We're gonna try on that. No pun intended, but here we go. So it starts out the very first thing, 10 a.m. They've got Bill Odenkirk, who's a writer for The Simpsons. Has been a writer for
Oh,
The Simpsons
wow.
for the past probably 10 years. His brother is Bob Odenkirk of Mr. Show, Better Call
Breaking
Saul,
Bad, yeah.
Breaking Bad, yeah. So he's there 10 a.m.
That's amazing.
in a classroom talking about writing for TV and movies.
I am jealous that I
Writer
am
for The
booked.
Simpsons, right? Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
To start with that.
Right here in Tucson, the Festival of Books, they sure deliver.
Yeah, and that must be expensive, right? No, it doesn't cost a damn thing.
I'm blown away.
Doesn't cost anything.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Why
Free
wouldn't
events
you
in
go?
Tucson, go check that Facebook page. I'll tell you, people aren't boring in Tucson, maybe check it there too. That sounds like a fun free event everyone can get
Oh,
behind.
it's gonna
I
be
love
great.
it. I'm
It's good.
jealous.
I mean, just to throw a few names, Dave Barry is one of the
Really?
biggest comedy writers. You know Dave Barry.
Yes.
Alan Zweibel, who was one of the original SNL writers.
My God.
Like Eddie Murphy era. You know.
Wow.
David K. Johnston, who is he's a really well-known journalist. He was actually the one who got Trump's tax returns a little bit that they got. He was the one that found them. So that kind of stuff too.
That sounds fun.
Amy Tange, or the Joy Luck Club, very popular
wow.
book. She'll be there talking about biographies.
At this point, I feel like you're just rubbing this in my face.
Yeah.
I'm busy, I can't go, and you're telling me all about these superstars that you're going to get to see and meet and
and
greet.
then workshops all day. There's a breaking into TV and film writing workshops, and yeah, it's incredible. It's Yeah, really.
I'm getting angry by the second.
Yeah, but Sunday you're free, right?
I am free Sunday. Maybe I'll check it out on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday's great too. It's
Good, you've come. You're filling me with some envy for a second. I was getting a little more, I don't
There's
know.
a silver lining.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, Sunday's all good too. If I could quickly, I don't want to.
Well, it seems like this paper was available at every single library, and
Yeah.
they're going to have it everywhere. Let's not just sit. You don't need to read to me,
right.
sir. Okay?
I like reading my paper. You
Listen,
know
I tell you to keep
I
your
like
phone.
to wind down on a Friday.
Let's wind down.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
read
Oh,
my paper.
yes.
I'll put down
look
the
at
paper
that.
for now.
That sounds super fun.
Nectar of the gods. Yeah, it'll be great. So this is a University of Arizona campus.
Yeah.
All over. They were already set up for it. If you go there, there's tents everywhere.
Oh, heck yeah.
And also, as this is going on, they have circus performances, music performances, comedy. Any organization in Tucson is set up there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sold.
All right, great. I'm glad
I
I
might
got
just
you.
ditch my own events and go to this.
Just
It
set up
sounds good.
do you have a cardboard cutout or something?
I
And
actually do. That's not even a joke.
Yeah, I figured that was the case.
Absolutely, sitting in my house. That's right. I can't keep it in my bedroom. It gets a little too weird.
And then just put money in the pocket and have a front pocket.
It probably works.
You're good. Nobody will
probably
steal
works.
anything. Why would anyone steal anything?
Well, you asked that, but let me tell you, one of these other things I noticed and something you just said, something about Trump and taxes, but also give me some world news, because you know me, I don't pay attention.
Oh, yeah.
But tell me about some of the things that were happening, because you said Trump taxes and tariffs.
Yeah, so
What's
that was
going
the
on with
biggest
him?
thing this week.
Give it to me quick.
All right, I'll give you a quick. So basically, you know what a tariff is? It's a tax on imports, right?
Okay.
So if another country sends something to your country, you say, I'm going to tax it 25%, so it makes it more expensive for them.
Okay.
So the idea behind that is you don't want imports.
Okay.
You want to make things in your own country, so
Sure.
you put a tax. So that's the idea behind it.
Okay.
But a lot of times a bad idea, because free trade's supposed to work, where there's,
Right.
and if you start putting taxes on people's imports, then they start doing it back to you, and then
Ah.
they call it a trade war. So that's what they're afraid of right now.
Ah.
So we set these tariffs on 25% on steel.
Okay.
Okay, steel, and 10% on aluminum.
Okay.
So you think steel? I don't buy steel. Do you buy rods of steel?
I buy rods of steel, honestly, every
Oh,
weekend.
well,
Like,
you do. You're different. I know.
Yeah.
You're
I'm a
really into
creative
steel.
fella.
Yeah, you're a steel guy.
That's right.
Yeah, steel man, I call you.
You know what? That's exactly right. You call me steel.
Yeah.
That's right. Stealing hearts, too. Look out.
Oh.
Go on.
So, however,
Yeah.
everything's made with steel, right? Cars,
yes.
anything heavy is.
You know what? No, list things. It's not like I had to pee or anything. List things made of
Yeah, let me-
steel. I'm not sitting
All
here
right,
holding it.
Clear out your schedule.
My
Yeah.
goodness. So things steel. Yeah.
Right. So those will become more expensive because there's a 25% tax, which means they're going to tack that onto the price. And they did this with tires when Bush was president. He put a tariff on tires. Actually, this is Obama, rather, and the price of tires went up, of course. So
Right.
it becomes expensive for all of us. And people are asking, why are you doing this? Because even Republicans are against this, which has become the weird thing, is they don't want it. Democrats don't want it. No one seems to want this except the president.
Yeah.
And I think it's.
Well, he is that way.
Yeah, like it's almost like,
Yeah.
you want me to go do this? I'm gonna go do this thing.
Yeah.
It makes I'm gonna punch myself in the face.
That's right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone's back is getting scratched with a nice, solid steel rod back scratcher.
Well, it's the nationalist people. It's like
Yeah.
the really far right. The people who are still with him
Yeah.
in a big way, the MAGA guys,
Right.
don't think it's a good idea. So it's like this little sliver of the population that you're trying to appeal,
Yeah.
which doesn't seem to make sense.
No, it doesn't. Don't be
Yeah.
fooled by this hat. This is Malibu Owls. This is not a MAGA hat. This is Malibu Owls.
Make Owls.
That's right. Great again.
Great again.
know it.
MAGA. Yes. Yeah, you get it.
It's the
Yes,
truth.
so that-
So let me ask you this much. If you're talking about important things and taxes and tariffs, so I'm not sure if you've been aware, but I've had a sick relative, okay? Just sick. And I don't mean skateboard skills, all right? I mean like this person in bed, all right?
Right, okay.
So she's got a friend, all right, or a buddy, and they're Canadian.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to help her by sending her medication.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I was told
Yeah.
this
ahead.
is not a permittable thing. What's the deal? Help me out so I don't help myself to get arrested through
Right.
federal mail fraud.
So
Can I just get medicine from
Canadian
Canada?
drugs?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm probably the wrong person to ask on that one.
Are you sure? I could swear that you were talking about this a little bit.
Well, I don't know. I've never mailed drugs. I mean,
I'm not accusing you of anything.
yeah.
I just swear that I
Why
read
would
something
I need
about this.
drugs from Canada?
Well, I can't afford the health care here.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I hear about. I could swear. Let me check the menu. I might want to order
didn't mail
something.
drugs to myself, okay? If that's what you're trying to imply.
I'm not accusing you
well, I
of
feel like there's
mailing
a little
drugs to
bit there.
yourself. At all.
But speaking of that, you say that. So a few states recently have been trying to pass laws that would make it legal to run to Canada, get drugs, and bring it back.
Okay.
Or send them in the mail. But it's a better image to see somebody like trudging across the border with like arms
is that
full
where the
of
hang-up
Canadian
was?
drugs.
People can actually just, is the plan to just basically walk over yourself?
Just stuff a bag. No. But that's I like to think that's how it would be designed. Just a guy would go with like a senator would go in like a backpack and just start like stuffing drugs in his backpack and carry it back. I got some.
I do love the idea it's a senator too.
Yeah, like he has to go himself in the suit, of course, because he always wears a suit.
Well, you gotta look professional.
Yeah,
You're a senator.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to do anything unbecoming of that seat of office.
Right.
No one ever has.
So the law, they're trying to make it legal to go to another country and just like be able to send drugs to the state, and then they would that's what they would get. So basically, they're bypassing the American healthcare system because it makes no sense.
Right.
And they're saying we should be able to go there, take their drugs and use their drugs because they sell it for a reasonable price.
Exactly.
That's an insane thing. If you think of like our healthcare system, like it's pretty broke at that point.
It's very true. I've seen a pill can cost $700 here. That costs $14, if not $2, in other countries.
Sure.
And that's what I see goes on. So I think just hop, skip, and a jump, take a trip to old Canada. Maybe visit the old Niagara Falls and there, come back with a big bag.
I'm going to make this way harder.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, they're trying to give their drugs away. If anything.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you're saying I should follow through with this method of planning that I'm thinking about?
Yes.
Good. I will.
do.
And hopefully I do not get arrested for trying to get drugs from Canada. We're a little closer to Mexico. Is there I know that that's not everyone's favorite place when it comes to politics, but can we just go over to Nogales and just go take a hop, skip, and a jump and walk on over with less taxed drugs? I don't know if we've gone there.
But all I can say is that if I filmed this, I would want people to comment on that.
Okay.
Below in the comments. I'd want them to send us a message and tell us if you can do that or not. If you know anything about that, because I don't know much about it.
See, I don't know much about it either. So I would say send comments, questions to info@creativetucson.org.
Sure.
Or maybe just comment on perhaps if there was some sort of Facebook live stream version of this going out right about now.
That would be the thing to do.
So comment, get involved, maybe hit the share button.
Sure.
Don't forget the stuff we talked
Right, because
about
you want to
earlier.
share it in case other people know. If you don't know, why not share it and ask somebody else?
Exactly.
If you don't know, ask.
Yeah, that's very smart. Cheers to that.
I know, right?
Oh my
Asking
goodness.
questions.
Look at that. I can't. This guy.
So I got one last thing to talk about before we
hurry up, because I got to take a whiz.
Oh God! All right, this will be quick. So I've been thinking a lot about envy.
Yeah, I was feeling that a little earlier for you.
Yeah,
Going to have such a good time.
Yeah, I sometimes, but I feel envious over you. So
look,
does envy cancel out envy?
I don't think so. Two wrongs don't make a right.
That's true.
Envy is one of the 7 deadliest sins.
Right, and for a reason. It's way worse than sloth.
Yeah.
Like I'd go sloth any day before.
Well,
envy.
you can dip into sloth, like
True.
Casual Friday. It's a nice.
Break out of it. Envy's a lot harder to get out of. It takes a real reverse.
Yes.
So I'll break it down why I was thinking about that. So I heard a podcast. It's called Hidden Brain.
Okay.
And the episode I think was just called Envy.
Yeah.
Maybe something more. So it was really interesting because they were talking about the concept of envy and kind of through different figures. Like one person they were talking about was Martha Stewart. It's like everyone loves to hate Martha Stewart.
It's very true.
And when she went to jail, there was this collective feeling of,
People love to watch a
Muntz.
Titan. Yes, they want to watch a Titan fall.
Exactly.
They love it.
Yeah, definitely. So they were talking about that concept, and they even
I think that's even Schadenfreude.
Yes. So
when
the whole
you're
thing
wishing horrors to.
You get delight out of seeing somebody fail.
Yeah, similar to moments ago when I was just wishing a yacht was going to land on you when you were rubbing in how fun the event was going to be that I wasn't going to.
Right.
Sorry, by the way.
Yeah. If anything, I'd like to die a funny death, like get hit by an ambulance or something along those lines.
I'd be laughing.
You know? Yeah, sure. That's what I want to. That's my legacy.
That's the way to do it. I'm always
It was
afraid.
tragic.
It's true.
Hilarious.
I always, and this is very real, I imagine I'm going to slip on a banana peel.
Yes.
And I'm terrified.
Like slip on a banana peel and you break your neck.
Yep.
And that's it.
I would not be surprised if that's how this story comes to a conclusion.
Yeah. Yes.
Terrified of that. I watch out wherever I
Piano
go.
following you.
Yes,
Yeah.
very true. But aside from being envious of each other's deaths,
Right.
Schadenfreude is that? And you were telling me about this podcast, Hidden Brain. Go on.
Right. So they did some experiments. So they took. I'm from Boston, so they did the Red Sox Yankees. You're a New York guy,
right.
So you know one of the most extreme rivalries.
I
right?
absolutely almost hate you so much.
I know. It's
I
hard.
have to push a lot away.
I know. It's tough here too. Look. It's a battle every
Look,
day.
instinctively, the Dukes came out. You gotta watch out.
The hairs are sticking up.
Oh, yep.
So So anyway, so they studied people's brains, and they saw that that people kind of something triggered in their brain that was happiness when they heard that there was an injury to the other player.
Right.
Okay. And they also did this with Duke and Louisville, I think, wherever their rival is.
Yeah.
So they did that with people who didn't care about sports, and they felt nothing for it. They actually felt bad for the people. So they had genuine human feelings for it.
Right.
But people who were the hardcore sports fans, they felt happiness. And it went even more extreme, where there was like a part of their brain that was being activated that activated like aggression. Right?
Really?
So they linked that to Nazi Germany, that it was...
That escalated quickly.
So let me connect this. So they said that being envious of someone or having this Schadenfreude feeling is like brings people together. So you think like sports fans.
Yes.
We were talking the other day about wrestling. You know,
All
it brings
time.
people together to hate somebody, right?
Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So in a kind of extreme version of that was in Nazi Germany, because they had the Jews, they had everyone, you know, it's their fault.
Yep.
When they fail, everyone else is happy.
Yep.
So that's like the extreme version of that. But they brought it to our political system, and if you think about it, our whole political system right now, our bipartisan system, is based on that, Schadenfreude. People want to see Democrats fail. Democrats want to see Republicans fail. So
and there's no middle ground. And being a third or being a middle ground is almost like, how dare you, or you laugh at that.
Right,
Yeah.
or you just don't care.
The very idea.
Right. So the craziest experiment they did was, this was when Bush was president, and they did experiments on, they were Democrats or left-leaning people, and they had them hear news about soldiers dying in Iraq, and there was a slight bit of happiness to that.
Yeah.
And what the theory was that it was good news because it would be bad for Bush. So like, you know, you want to see the other side do badly, even as terrible as it is.
Right.
Because, you know, which is kind of like dark, you know, but that's how it goes. But so to think about, when people often ask, why do people vote against their own interests, especially like poor people, you know, like if you're voting for Republicans, why are you voting for them? They do everything to hurt you. But they said it's that feeling of Schadenfreude that's leading them, because you want to see liberals fail, so you don't care really, you kind of like shut those things out. But your goal is, because you want that feeling, that's what's uniting you, is seeing Democrats fail, or Democrats seeing Republicans fail, and saying, look at those idiots. Every time. And I feel that too, like Trump's been having everyone quitting lately, a lot of people have been resigning. Every time that happens, I'm giddy. You know, I get happy about it, and it's terrible. I mean, it doesn't do anything, but I don't know.
Hey, listen, some of these things, they're just real deep down. Again, how we just got talking about a little bit of that baseball. Envy is one of these things that you do have to really fight off. Sometimes you have to actually be happy for people. Or you can have this kind of neutral envy that kind of makes you, it motivates you. You know? There's nothing wrong with seeing someone succeed and then you being like, man, I can't believe it, I can't believe it. And sometimes it unlocks something that it makes it, if he's able to do it, I can do it.
Right.
You know,
and that's a positive way to
Right.
to use
It's a
that.
weird way to do it. You know, and you can even tell people that. Like I when I was growing up, again, I had a lot of negativity growing up. Like I was just me as a person, art kid. Come on, just
oh yeah,
you know,
totally.
Like, that's
I hated
just some
everybody. I was the corner of the room.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. Pissed off panda didn't come from nowhere.
Sure. Yeah.
So
rather than doing anything, I figured, why not just hate on anyone who is doing anything?
Right. And it's something you kind of got to grow out of and make a choice about. You know, you do have to kind of make a choice to let that go, or look at things from a different perspective. Because if you do that, you can just keep going down that dark tunnel. And I'll tell you, whiskey don't help. So
I don't know, that doesn't unlock the creative
Oh, no. So that's some of the thing, is that when it comes to envy, it is something to try and get in control, because it could be a hell of a fuel, and it's in there, you know, no matter what it is. I've had it happen to me where, again, back then when I was saying how negative I was, I'd see couples holding hands, and I'd be like, "What did they do? How did they figure it out?"
Right.
You know, because
Sure.
I just broke up with a girl.
Right.
So it'd be things like that where you got to watch out for that stuff and then not fuel it.
Yeah.
But when you see people succeed doing the things that you want to do, whether it's stand-up comedy or making comics for me or things like that, and you see someone that's better or great, hey, just ask for help. How did you do that? And they'll
Right.
tell you.
Or even
and
if
just,
they're maybe not great and they just succeed and they were just fortunate, they were in front of the right
because you always got to
person, you know,
realize that that's something
great.
what it is.
A lot of it.
Yep. But what are you going to do? I mean, it is what it is. It's just controlling negativity, you know, and it's a big part of it. That's why it's one of the 7 deadly.
So one last thing about that, they connected it, they said really the cause of envy is your own feelings of inferiority and that fear that like you're less than someone. So you need to justify. So when you see Martha Stewart fail or you see all these people, that's your inferiority decreasing a little bit, like, oh, I'm better than them. I can never be that guy.
Yeah.
Reality TV, right?
No, it's
I'm
true.
never as terrible as these people.
How about just Facebook in general?
Exactly.
People are
right.
kind of living this life of
and you go up and
keeping
down.
up with the
you
Joneses.
see someone who's
you
got
do.
life better than you.
Yeah.
Oh, my life's
Every
terrible.
day, every single
what a
thing.
scumbag.
Yep. So it's interesting. It's something to be careful of because I always tell this to people, especially kids. Think about the way you are. Remember, you are this just amazing, biocomputer here. You are programming yourself, whether it's the porn you look at, the stuff that entertains you, and the stuff you spend your time on. You are kind of making yourself the way you are, choosing your attitude and picking the way you want to be. You know, you can kind of choose to be more positive. You can choose to give in to negativity. That to a lot of people, that's default.
Right.
You know, default negative. It's a terrible thing, but you got to fight it. That is a lot of what it is. People do program themselves, and just be aware of that because envy, horrible thing.
Yeah.
And with Facebook and social media and trying to do all that stuff, clicks, dings, bings, all that stuff, that kind of count as points. You feel like you're leveling up. How many people didn't like this picture or like that one? It's very difficult. Live your own life. That's how I live my life.
That's what you got to do. And support your friends, especially this weekend, the Festival of Books, the art show tomorrow at Bookman's.
Yeah.
Anything else going on? You see your
lots of
friends'
stuff.
band.
The weekend after that is St. Patrick's Day.
There you go.
That's going to be a good one. I'm going to have a good time.
I will
Congress.
too. I'm going to pretend like it's Boston back home, and that's how we'll party.
Host of the
Which means puking on the street. And getting arrested after
that's the way to do
kicking
it.
a horse in the face or
there
something.
you go. That's Boston. That's Boston. St. Patrick's Day.
In a nutshell.
Yeah. Hard to teach.
Oh.
Terrible. Terrible.
It almost worked.
Throw it. Throw it in the thing.
Fell in the pool.
That's all right.
Yeah. Here, kids, you want? Yeah.
There you go, kids.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Oh, it's floating now. It's floating. We'll make a game out of it later.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to? It's getting a little hot. I think I'm ready to maybe take a dip.
Yeah. Why don't you go take a dip? I was going to use the bathroom, but I peed while you were talking. I'm just going to sit here and dry off.
I have that effect on people.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's good hanging out, buddy. Another work week done.
All right. What are these? Those cameras? Looks like this camera. Never mind. All right. I'll see you, bud.